Good morning, guys. Well, it came. So did the crows, obviously. But our 2 days of winter are here. And I know you can't really call that snow. Let me clean you guys off here a little bit. There you are. Can't really call that snow, but here in Tennessee, school has been canceled. And this is snow, but it says it's 25 degrees, feels like 18. I don't know how true that is because I don't know if I'd be outside if it felt like it was 18, but we got chores done. All the animals are good. They came out and ate and then ran back to their houses. But you can see I filled up the water this morning and it has already got a little layer of ice on it. So we'll break that for the chickens. Chickens came out kind of and decided they'd rather hang out inside. And we're not taking them to the barn yet because later this week it's supposed to be in the 60s, so they'll be fine. We did add the sides to the chicken coops just to keep the wind off of them, but we're out here earlier than normal to collect eggs because they're gonna freeze and we don't want them to freeze. Now we've got our Hen Gear nest boxes. There's an egg. And we have codes for these if you guys are always ever looking for a nest box. But they also have heated nesting pads. And if that's something you're interested in, you can use that code KC15 and you can get $20 off of your purchase from Hen Gear. Oh, don't want to forget that one. These eggs will crack if we leave them out here all day. So there'll be more, but we're just gonna have to make a few trips out today to check on eggs. And tonight it's supposed to get even colder and we're supposed to get more snow, or should I say more dust. But either way, it's not very enjoyable, but chickens are still laying and these chickens have started molting. So egg production is gonna go down. You can tell by all these feathers in there that they are molting. Egg production is gonna go down. And that is not a surprise, but we got a video here if you guys want to check that out about how to keep your egg production going strong in the winter, if that's something you're interested in. But let's head back to that other coop there and check out what we've got from the young layers. Well, I don't know if you're picking that up on camera, but here comes a Tennessee snow. And there's more chickens out back here. This is a younger flock and they are not molting, so they probably don't mind this as much as the other ones. This is the first time they have seen snow for sure. But we definitely want to get these eggs out of here because there's no point if these chickens are gonna be doing this hard work of laying these eggs for us. We definitely don't want them to go to waste, so that's why we're coming out. We'll probably come out one more time before we feed tonight, just to make sure there's no eggs breaking. But let's check one more coop here. Whew, that may be 15. It is freezing on my fingers. Get that before they get wet. I mean, it's kind of pretty. We left Michigan because I was sick of the cold and winters. But like I said, is it really winter if we're gonna be 60? I know it's technically only fall, but we're gonna be 60 next week. Is this really winter? Probably not. But today is, and tomorrow is, and that's what brings us to the point of this video. We talk about having good shelters and warm shelters and keeping animals with a buddy to keep warm when it's cold. Well, tonight, we're gonna see how warm it is. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this idea, but we're gonna be sleeping out here with the pigs, and we're not talking about in this nice barn with hay and a heat lamp. We're gonna head out to the woods to my favorite shelters. And now they're only my favorite because they're easy to move. But we are gonna spend the night with these piglets in a pigloo. Excuse me. So, what is a pigloo? Well, a pigloo is just an 1,100 gallon water tank that we actually got from Tractor Supply. We cut a hole in for a door, and it works great for a pig shelter. It's super easy to pick up, roll around, and move to new areas. And the thing I liked most about it when we got them was we have a plastic floor in here, and that keeps them off the wet ground. So this is going to be our home for tonight, and I think it's not going to be too bad. I don't know if the pigs are going to want to stay in here with me. We'll find that out later. But we've got hay. Good thing I'm not allergic. And hopefully we'll have a couple buddies that are going to want to stay in here with us to keep us warm. So that's the plan. We still got to do all the chores and everything else, but tonight this is going to be my bed. And these are going to be my roommates. Hopefully they're not bed hogs. All right, me and Isaiah just finished feeding. We want these pigs to have a full belly. You can see the snow has kept up all day long. My weather app says it's 24, feels like 12 out here. I think that might be a little colder than what it really is. But pigs are eating dinner and getting that full belly of food so that they will be ready to go up for the night. Now it gets dark around 5 here. It is 4:21 right now, so it is not going to be light that much longer, but I'm not going to come out here when it gets dark. I'm going to come up here around 9 or so when I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm going to go in and get a full belly to keep me warm tonight. But it's definitely going to be some beautiful weather, but I honestly think it's not going to be too bad in the pigloos. We'll see how the cameras work. I'm going to have to bring some lights out so we can actually see something. And hopefully the pigs scoot over and give me some room. So we'll head in here, get ourselves some dinner, and we'll be back out tonight to sleep with the pigs. Here we go. It is 9:53 and it says 26 degrees out. I don't know what the wind chill is. I haven't looked, but we've got our bed. We're going to be sleeping on a moving blanket. I've got an old pillow that we're getting ready to throw away and another blanket. So we got to have all of our supplies ready. We've got a couple lights that we're going to use. Might want to turn this on already. I don't want to blind you, but as we go out, we're going to need that light. So got everything we need. Almost 10 o'clock. Get this door shut here. Oh, I don't have enough hands. I dropped my bed. There you are. But we've got everything we need. The snow has stopped for the time being. I'm not sure if we're supposed to get more. The goal is to not scare the pigs out of the house. So we're gonna have to come up here and check out which house has more room for us. So we'll see what happens. All right, here's the pigloos. Check to see who's got more vacancy. Hey pigs. Hey pigs. There's quite a few pigs in each one. Looks like we might have more room in here. I'm gonna crawl in this one. Hey, can you all scoot over just a little bit? You gotta get your fat butt out of the way. I got a lot of stuff coming in here. All right. Hi guys. Hi. Hi. Got a sheet. These guys are wondering what in the world is going on. I'm gonna try and set you guys up over here. I've also brought out a light, so hopefully we can see for a little bit. Turn this off. Hang our light up here. There we go. There you guys are. Like I said, we've got this old crusty pillow that we'll throw away tomorrow. How you doing? I'm gonna put my bed down here. You guys can lay on it if you need to later. The biggest thing is keeping a charger on the phone. I've got an extra pair of gloves, just in case we need that. We'll set all the extras up here. But here we are. You can't have my pillow. You can have the other stuff, but not the pillow. It is not bad in the pigloo. So we've got our light. We're ready to go. Looks like I've got a roommate right here. Let's see what time it is. It is 9:58, 26 degrees, and just told everybody in the house good night. Sounds like some of these pigs are going out and using the bathroom and getting a scratch. Looks like this guy is gonna be my roommate for the night, so we'll see how it goes. We've got a battery charger in here in case our camera runs out, and I'm gonna try and get comfortable and figure out if I'm gonna be able to move in the morning. So look at this guy scratching his leg on my foot. Come on in, come on. There's room for more in here. How you doing? Looks like the hotel's filling up a little bit. How are you doing? Can't have my glove either. I'm gonna have to keep those close to me. I do have a blanket, but of course you guys know me. I've got long johns on, double socks. We are ready to go. So anyway, let's see how this works. I don't know who's close to me, but your breath stinks. You're gonna have to scoot over. Nobody brushed their teeth tonight? Oh man, somebody's got gas too. You gotta warm it. Hey, y'all gonna have to stop itching on everything. Just get settled in here. We're trying to get a little bit of sleep here. This isn't just a party. All right, so far this is my view. I'm getting nuzzled by this pig. This pig's just wanting some loving. Y'all are gonna have to settle in here, okay? You're gonna have to settle in. We need to get a little bit of sleep here tonight. And y'all itching on the door out there, you're making it real hard to sleep. This is gonna be kind of hard if y'all don't go to sleep. Well, not sure how much sleep we're gonna get here. But we're sure gonna get some cuddles. And if this guy don't stop itching his butt on the house, we're never gonna get to sleep. I'm gonna turn this light off and see if they'll start going to sleep and not just nuzzling my arm. Your breath stinks. You can't be that close, I'm sorry. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to talk quiet so we don't wake them up, but they've kind of settled down. They're not nuzzling me anymore. It's actually pretty warm. There's a couple outside still. One thing I did forget to do though was take out my contacts. I definitely don't want to wake up with my contacts in my eyes, so let's get these taken out. And I don't know who it is But somebody's got some bad gas in here tonight. So look at this guy itching his butt on somebody's head. But they've all settled in. Stopped chewing on my pants and my blankets. So we are gonna turn this light off. The hardest thing so far is that. These guys itching in this one and the other one, but they're all huddled up nice and ready to get some sleep, and so am I, except for this guy who saw me talking now. All right, we'll check in a couple hours. Guys, it is just about midnight now. Haven't really got much good sleep. Every time I just about fall asleep, somebody's scratching on the pigloo, or there's another pig piled on top of another pig that's screaming. But they've kind of settled in here, and everyone's going to bed. It's down to 24 degrees. I don't know what the wind chill is right now, but pretty warm. My legs are a little bit cold, but I've got these fat hogs here doing their best to keep me warm. I'm not too excited about this pig butt right in my face, but obviously there's not a lot that's going to be happening in here besides sleep, which I'm hoping we're going to be able to get some sleep here. But that's going to be it for tonight. My nose is getting a little bit cold, so I'm going to just throw this mask over my face, try to get some sleep, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, guys, it's 1:30. My feet are freezing. It says it's 22, feels like 18. It's definitely warm next to these pigs. There's some good insulators. But between the snoring and the gas, let me tell you what, I know some people think bulldogs pass gas, or we used to have boxers and they pass a lot of gas, but I'll tell you what, these pigs pass a lot of gas. And the call of my warm bed is outweighing the call of the wild. So I think we are going to call it a night out here. Although if I had a better blanket and a little better cushion for my bed, I think we could easily make it. It's not too bad out here in the pigloo, and I know these pigs are just fine and are able to keep warm in these temperatures. If it was raining, snowing, it doesn't matter, they would do just fine. So we're gonna pack up our stuff because we can and make our way back to the house. We'll come back out in the morning, check out the pigs. Well, guys, good morning. The best decision I made in my life is to go in. It was about 2 o'clock, and we made it in, but pretty crazy night. Definitely the coldest night we've had this year so far. And then like I've been saying, today is up in the mid 40s and tomorrow we're back in the 60s. So all of this snow will be gone. I'll be happy. The pigs will be happy, although I'm not sure they really care. But a few things we learned from hanging out with these guys last night is they've got a lot of gas. I inhaled so much gas last night that I'm surprised I have all my wits about me this morning. But surprisingly, well, we know, but maybe you guys don't know, pigs are super clean animals. I think I got woke up the most by pigs going outside and using the bathroom, and then they'd come back in and itch themselves on the side of the pigloo and lay back down. But it is just nice to know that they are in a shelter that is warm, keeps them out of the wind and the rain and the snow, and they can sleep comfortably. Now, myself at 43, I could not sleep very comfortably in there. My hips are paying for it this morning, but it was, I don't even want to say it was a fun experience. It was just an experience, but we definitely love these animals. They are smart, and like I said, they are clean animals, believe that or not. But anyway, I'm glad that is over. I'm also glad that I went inside last night so I had some decent sleep and could actually function this morning. It's funny, I've talked about it before, about how it's easy to find the negative in things, and it's also easy to not be content. We've been kind of complaining recently about how it's dark at 5 o'clock, how it's already winter. We moved out of Michigan because we were sick of the cold, but if you just take a second and look around, it's actually quite beautiful. And we moved to Tennessee because we've got mild winters, and here we are. We're already in a mild winter. It's beautiful out here. We're healthy, happy. So sometimes it's just a good reminder to be content with what you have, because it doesn't matter where you go, who you're with, you can always find something that you don't really care for. So as I woke up this morning, I was happy. I was happy to be where we're at. I was happy to have a bed to sleep in. I was happy that our kids are healthy. Jamie's healthy. I'm relatively healthy, minus all the gas intake from last night, and my hip's a little bit sore, but God is good, and He's blessed us with so much. So anyway, that's our little message for today. Hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to make the change, and we'll see you on the next video.